Imagine a man who held lightning in his hands, a man who dreamed of giving the entire world free electricity, a man whose inventions power your home, your city, your entire life, and yet he died alone, broke, in a small hotel room in New York City. This is the story of Nikola Tesla, the forgotten genius, the mad scientist, the man who was arguably the greatest inventor in human history, a man who fought against Thomas Edison, was betrayed by powerful businessmen, and whose ideas were so far ahead of his time that even today, we are still catching up. So sit back, because this story will change the way you see the modern world. Nikola Tesla was born on July 10, 1856, in a small village called Smiljan, in what is now Croatia. His father was a Serbian Orthodox priest, and his mother, although she never received a formal education, was incredibly inventive. She used to build small household tools and gadgets with her own hands. Tesla always said that his creativity came from his mother. As a child, Tesla was different. He had a photographic memory. He could memorize entire books after reading them just once. He could perform complex mathematical calculations in his head without a pen or paper. But he also suffered from strange visions, flashes of light that would blind him temporarily. Some say this was a sign of his extraordinary brain. He studied engineering in Austria and later moved to Prague. But Tesla was restless. He had a vision of a new kind of electrical motor, one that would run on alternating current, or AC. This idea would change the world forever. In 1884, at the age of 28, Tesla arrived in New York City with almost nothing, just 4 cents in his pocket, a letter of recommendation, and a head full of revolutionary ideas. He went to work for the most famous inventor in America, Thomas Edison. Now Edison was the king of direct current, or DC electricity. Tesla, on the other hand, believed that alternating current, AC, was far superior. It could travel long distances without losing power. It was more efficient. It was the future. Edison disagreed. He hated the idea of AC. Some say Edison even promised Tesla $50,000 if he could improve Edison's DC generators. Tesla worked day and night and delivered the results. But when he asked for his money, Edison reportedly laughed and said, "Tesla, you don't understand our American humor." Tesla was furious. He quit immediately. And from that moment, the greatest rivalry in the history of science began, the War of Currents. The War of Currents was not just a scientific debate. It was a brutal, ugly battle. Edison launched a propaganda campaign against Tesla's AC system. He wanted the world to believe that AC was dangerous, deadly. Edison publicly electrocuted animals, dogs, cats, even a circus elephant named Topsy, using alternating current, just to prove that AC could kill. He wanted people to be terrified of Tesla's invention. But Tesla had a powerful ally, George Westinghouse, a wealthy businessman who believed in AC technology. Together, Tesla and Westinghouse fought back. The turning point came in 1893. At the World's Columbian Exposition in Chicago, Tesla and Westinghouse won the contract to light up the entire fair using AC power. When the lights turned on, 200,000 bulbs illuminated the night sky. The crowd was speechless. It was like magic. And then came the ultimate victory, the Niagara Falls Power Project. Tesla's AC system was chosen to harness the power of Niagara Falls and deliver electricity to the city of Buffalo, New York, over 20 miles away. DC could never have done this. Tesla had won. AC became the standard for the entire world, and it still is today. But Tesla didn't stop there. His mind was an invention factory. Let me tell you about some of his most incredible creations. He invented the Tesla coil, a device that could produce massive bolts of artificial lightning. He demonstrated wireless electricity transfer decades before Wi-Fi was even a concept. He built one of the first remote-controlled boats in 1898. People thought it was magic. Some even accused him of using a trained monkey hidden inside the boat. Tesla envisioned something he called the World Wireless System, a global network that could transmit information, images, and even energy through the air without wires. Does that sound familiar? He basically predicted the internet, smartphones, and wireless charging over 100 years ago. He also worked on X-ray imaging, radar technology, and even theorized about a particle beam weapon, which the newspapers called a death ray. Whether it actually worked or not remains a mystery to this day. He held over 300 patents across 26 countries. The man was not just ahead of his time, he was in a completely different timeline. But here is where the story becomes heartbreaking. Despite all his brilliance, Tesla was terrible with money. He gave up his royalties from the AC patents to save Westinghouse's company from bankruptcy, royalties that would have made him a billionaire in today's money. His dream project, Wardenclyffe Tower, a massive tower on Long Island, designed to transmit free wireless energy to the entire world, was abandoned when his investor, J.P. Morgan, pulled out the funding. Some say Morgan realized that if energy was free, there would be no way to put a meter on it. No meter means no profit. Tesla's later years were filled with loneliness. He never married. He became obsessed with pigeons. Yes, pigeons. He once said about a white pigeon, "I loved that pigeon as a man loves a woman, and she loved me." He lived in a series of New York hotels, often unable to pay his bills. The man who lit up the world couldn't afford to keep the lights on in his own room. On January 7, 1943, Nikola Tesla was found dead in room 337 of the New Yorker Hotel. He was 86 years old. He died alone, penniless, and largely forgotten. But the world eventually remembered. In 1960, the unit of magnetic field strength was named the Tesla in his honor. In 2003, Elon Musk named his electric car company Tesla as a tribute to the man who made electric power possible. Today, Nikola Tesla is recognized as one of the greatest minds in human history. His inventions are the backbone of modern civilization. Every time you turn on a light, charge your phone, or use Wi-Fi, you are living in Tesla's world. He once said, "The present is theirs. The future, for which I really worked, is mine." And he was right.